It sounds like I'm a racist pig. It sounds like I'm a meathead. It sounds a lot of things that it's not.
Miami Dolphin player Richie Incognito now publicly defending himself from claims he's a locker room bully. Speaking to Fox Sports, Incognito says his threatening messages to teammate Jonathan Martin, which included racial slurs, were just how they communicated, all part of the locker room talk.
The way Jonathan and the rest of the offensive line and how our teammates, how we communicate, it's vulgar. It's not right. I'm not a racist. And to judge me by that one word is wrong. There's a lot of colorful words thrown around the locker room that we don't use in everyday life.
Well, his statements really bring the question, is the NFL responsible for creating its own controversy? Our John Thomas has been speaking with a former NFL player to see if this is really a league-wide issue or just a problem for the Dolphins.
You know what, I'm just trying to weather the storm right now.
But for Richie Incognito, the storm continues to rage, all centering around allegations of bullying a teammate, Jonathan Martin, and using a racial slur.
I've taken stuff too far, and I didn't know it was hurting him.
It has received so much attention that Incognito felt he had to sit down and talk about the issue, the allegations, his relationship with Martin, and the culture in the NFL.
There's a lot of colorful words thrown around the locker room that we don't use in everyday life.
Every day since the story broke, it has been a hot topic at local eateries like the Wing House here, and especially on Sports Talk Radio.
I don't think he's lying.
Ian Beckles from the Ron and Ian Show on 620 WDAE brings a unique perspective, having himself played in the NFL for 10 years on the offensive line with the Bucs and the Eagles.
Not the atmosphere I was in. I mean, the N-word wasn't something that was thrown around.
But he does say if that was the atmosphere in Miami, so be it. He says if Incognito was allowed to use that word, it changes the story. The story that doesn't change, though, is the locker room. Because in the NFL, there is no place for the weak, physically and mentally.
Everybody has to expect you to be tough on Sunday. And if you can't deal with a little harassing, and that's all I know is a little bit of harassing, then you're not going to last anyways.
So where does he see this going?
I think Richie Incognito is going to end up back in the league, I don't think, for the Dolphins. And Jonathan Martin, I think he's going to have a hard time finding himself comfortable in anybody's locker room. So I hope for this kid's sake he gets himself some help, because I think it's a little bit deeper than what we're actually seeing.
John Thomas, ABC Action News.